In this video, I'm gonna show you the top 4 ways you can integrate video into your sales funnel right now. And I'm talking about from paid ad all the way to proposal to contract to close to amplify your sales and boost your close rate up through the roof. Using video to amplify the amount of engagement that your brand or your business gets as a whole will take the amount of people you can touch during a normal business day from here to here. First thing I want to talk about in terms of using video within your sales funnel to amplify the amount of leads and traffic that you're getting in front of your sales team. Let's talk about paid ads. And I'm going to talk about video paid ads in specific. If you don't know what a paid ad is, you probably do, you just haven't noticed. If you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, it's a piece of content that engages your audience, lets them know who you are, what value you bring to the table, and pushes them to that next step, which for most people is to, opt in via email so you can grow your email subscriber list, or in some cases, especially on the e-commerce side, to actually buy and transact. If you're not using paid ads, it's a very good way to get your brand in front of a number of people with the perfect sales pitch every time. I have a paid ad that we run right now. It's a 15-second sales pitch. It's not even a sales pitch, it's just an ad with some really good copy that's gotten in front of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands by now of people, that's transacted and converted into over 5 figures of revenue in the past 2 to 3 months. What I'm going to equate that to is someone sitting at a desk and making 150 phone calls a day. For me to be able to take that exact same sales pitch that somebody's calling and doing 100 million times, put that into a 30, 60-second video and blast it out to 100,000 people a day, 10,000 people a day, whatever you're looking to do, whatever your budget allows, that's way more effective from a time management standpoint for me as a CEO, for me as a salesperson, just for me as an organization as a whole, to get my message out in front of as many people as effectively as possible. And the cool thing about paid ads is you can target a specific, say I'm just targeting people in LA, right? If that ad performs extremely well, I can easily take that ad and turn that on anywhere else in the world and continue to build my brand in different territories like that. I don't need to go and hire a bunch of sales reps or business development representatives around the country to kind of grow territories. That's not necessarily necessary for every business if you have a paid ad that can do the exact same things, that can push new clients, new customers into my sales funnel to talk to my sales team who isn't spending their time cold calling, but they're spending their time with people that are interested in what we have to offer, whether it's our product or our service. They've seen our ads, they've been through our funnels, they've reached out to us, and now as opposed to being, hey, we're INDIRAP and we do video and content marketing for people, it's like, hey, thanks for reaching out. Thanks for taking time to book a call with us. Let's jump into it. Talk to me about what your business is and how we can potentially work together. It's a whole nother interaction. And that interaction was sparked by one video that can do the jobs of thousands of salespeople and drive continuous leads to your business 24 hours a day. So I highly recommend a paid ad to amplify the amount of leads into your sales pipeline on a daily basis. If you like the free game that I'm giving up, make sure that you smash that like button out there, subscribe to the channel. We're dropping new content every week. These are gems, these are jewels, this is stuff that can take your business from here to here to here. Sales, marketing, HR, training, all of that stuff. And for more information, go to INDIRAP.com, check us out. Back to the regularly scheduled program. You can't really talk about video without mentioning YouTube, right? And whether you're selling a product or service, you definitely need to have a YouTube strategy in place. Not just to put videos out there and to drop them or upload them to YouTube and that's it, but you should really start looking at a YouTube strategy as an organic way to build yourself as an expert, to establish your brand as experts, and to push traffic towards your brand as a whole, right? Creating a ecosystem of video content around what you do that talks about all of the FAQs, the frequently asked questions, or the things that your customers are searching. From a long-term perspective, see, you have paid ads and you have to pay for that every month, right? Organic content, you don't have to pay for that. It just ranks because you have great content out there. People are watching it, people are interacting with it, and what that's gonna do is take your brand from here to here at no cost. You just have to produce the content. You have to get on a regularly scheduled program in terms of putting content out there. So YouTube strategy is super clutch when it comes to organically pushing leads into your sales funnel. So again, when it comes to sales funnels, you got the paid ad strategy, but you should also have an organic strategy as well. And both of these working together can amplify the amount of leads coming into your sales pipeline on a daily basis. The next topic I want to run through is kind of proposals. You know, I know a lot of service providers, a lot of salespeople out there. Proposals are a big part of your day, whether you're putting them together yourself or someone else on your team is putting them together. I'll tell you a trick that we use here at INDIRAP, and I'm going to shout out our proposal software, Proposify. Right now, it is a service that we've used for years to send proposals, and as opposed to just sending a base proposal that's, you know, itemized list of services rendered or what this is going to cost, you can actually add video into the document to help explain things throughout the document. For us, we create process videos, right? Process video shows like, this is what it's like to work with us from A to Z. This is our soup to nuts process from start of production, the initial phone call, all the way to content delivery and follow-up, right? If I'm a business out there that's, say, selling drain tiles, right? We work with a company that does, you know, water restoration, that kind of thing. Most people don't know what the hell drain tiles are until it's too late, until their house is flooded and they have a sump pump issue and they have to dig up the basement. Nobody knows what that is, but then you send a proposal to them that looks crazy. It's like, why the hell am I paying for this? Well, it would help that if you could just send them a 60 to 90 second video to explain what this process is, what it looks like, how your technicians look when they come in, how easy it is, and also show the value behind getting this installation. Like, building a process or a service video library that kind of highlights all of the different services you offer as a business will allow your sales team to integrate these videos into proposals to kind of answer those FAQs that consistently come up during the sales process. It definitely, for us, it helps us move the buying decision along. It helps us establish rapport with clients. It kind of lets them know, you know, a lot of people, when it comes to a video production or whatever, or us showing up and doing our things, like, oh my God, are they gonna show up with all this shit and all this gear and all these people? It's like, no, check this out. Here's our 5-step process that it shows them how simple it is, how much of a small footprint we are. It takes that weight off their shoulders. It's like, okay, this is gonna be easy. This is actually gonna be fun. Okay, let's do it, right? So for your business, you need to think about those exact same things. What are those FAQs? What are those questions during that proposal period that people consistently ask that you have to always answer? Like creating, first of all, like I said, creating a product or service library, putting that in there. Any other FAQ questions, having a link to that within the proposal or whatever proposal software you do, whether it's, if you are sending a document, just a DocuSign or paper, being able to have YouTube links that you can send to answer these questions is gonna help expedite the buying process and help you get from contract to close a lot faster. You know what I mean? They don't have to wait for you to call them back, or they don't have to send you a bunch of emails. These videos are working for you 24/7 to push the buying decision forward. That's super important from a sales perspective in terms of getting as many deals as possible into your pipeline and getting that close ratio up as high as possible.
The company I keep is not corporate enough.
The final video content type that I can't sing enough praise about that has helped us tremendously over the years are like case studies and testimonial videos. And I always start with this. You can talk about how great your company is or how awesome you are in the services till you're blue in the face. You can do that all day long. But it's always better to have customers and clients that have worked with you over the years, that have had amazing experience with you, that are brand cheerleaders for you, do the same thing for you. And what better way to have that in a can than to have a library of case studies and testimonials showing that customer experience for new customers that are thinking about doing business with you as a brand. Let's start with case studies. I like to think of a case study library as basically a vault of video content that I can go to and pull out different pieces of content depending upon who the client that I'm working with is, right? We're all familiar with that point in the sales process where you're talking to somebody and they're almost ready to go, but they're like, have you worked with a company like ours before? Or have you sold or done this service for people like us before? And you can always say, yeah, we've done that before. Okay, can you send me something? And then you're like, well, this is to where the case studies come into play. Like, if I'm talking to a real estate customer, real estate client, I have a library of client testimonials and client experience videos that show like what it's like to work with us on set, what it's like with us, what their experience was, how we enriched their brand, or how we helped them market a building, or how we helped them sell a $2-3 million house with the content that we've created. If I can send that, if you put me against some other video production agency out there, first off, our content's better to begin with, but second, like, I'm not gonna talk about how great I am. Here's 10 customers that have had the experience. They're gonna talk about how them working with us is the best. They're gonna do that way better than I can anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the one to pat myself on the shoulder. That's not my thing. So as a company, you can't keep patting yourself on the shoulder. Why don't you just have your customers do it for you? Especially if you've been in business for a while. Like, people, if you've been in business over 5 years, 10 years, like, you have hundreds of customers, clients that will sing your praises. There's a reason they keep coming back and doing business with you. Get them on camera, call them up. Hey, ABC client, like, we're putting together some case studies, shooting some testimonials right now, and we love you as a client. We really appreciate what you've done. Would it be possible for us to show up and shoot some and get a quick testimonial on camera, or could you shoot one yourself with your phone and send it to us, and then we're gonna edit and have this content live on. You can have it live for us. We let it live on our website for the world to see. You know, if it's something private that you only want to share with proprietary customers, have it on the back end of your website, or just have it on YouTube unlisted and be able to send that stuff out during the contract period, during the proposal period, to help expedite the process. Again, everything that I'm talking about, from paid ads to YouTube strategy to case studies, testimonials, sales funnel content, like, all this stuff is created to move the buying decision forward and to do it when I'm not there. I'll tell you the best, what I do if I'm really sending a proposal out, right? This is from the top. This is after I've talked to someone on the phone and I'm ready to send them everything, and I'm gonna go from A to Z super fast, right? I'm putting my email together. I'm putting a link to the proposal. I'm also adding a case study about a similar project we've created, and I'm also putting our client testimonial reel in there about people singing their praise about working with INDIRAP. It's like, when you send that, think about sending all that ammo over versus just sending over, oh, here's a paper proposal, it's gonna cost X amount of dollars, right? The conversation when you follow up with that customer is like night and day. And it takes your close ratio from here to here, right? Because again, it's not all about price. I'm selling value, I'm selling experience, and I'm showing it to you. And not only am I showing it to you, our clients are showing it to you. And that's super important if I'm another client buying from a new vendor. I want to feel comfortable. And all the things that I talked about are what makes you feel comfortable, what moves the buying decision forward. And as a sales rep, as a sales organization, it makes my job 10 times easier so that I can focus on working with our existing clients. And for the cold traffic or the new clients, by the time they get to me, they're already ready to do business, because they've seen all this content and they see that it works, and they see the end product, and it's like, okay, let's go. Where do I sign? Let's make it happen. All right, so in a nutshell, there you have it. Paid ads, case studies, testimonials, YouTube strategy, process and service videos. Again, these are things that are gonna take your close ratio from here to here. These are things that as a salesperson is gonna give you half your day back, 3/4 of your day back. You know what I'm saying? You're not chasing your tail making cold calls anymore. Put content to work for you. Use content to automate your sales processes. That is what we've done here at INDIRAP for years. There's nothing that I talk about that I will ever talk about in any of our content that we don't do ourselves here at INDIRAP. We eat what we cook. Paid ads work. YouTube strategy works. Case studies and testimonials have been working for us for over a decade now. Process videos have been working for us for over a decade now. This stuff works for any organization. I don't care if you're a small business or enterprise. We've integrated these strategies into all of the above, and it works. Whether you're in real estate, whether you're in e-commerce, whether you're in tech, SaaS, I don't care. It works. Integrate it. And not only is it one of the from an investment standpoint, it's one of the highest ROI forms of marketing available today, but it's one of the only ones that will actually establish a real human connection without you being there. And as a salesperson, that's super important to me, because the reason people do business with us is because people like us. And the reason people do business with you is because they like you. So if you're able to bottle all that up, put it in the perfect sales presentation, and spread it out across your entire sales organization, sales team, so that you all can use this and you can take your sales from here to here, that's amazing. That's something that can take your company revenue from 0 to 60 real quick, super quick, 0 to 100 real fast. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Check you out on the next video. All right, well, I thought I was gonna do 2 today. I can only do 1. I gotta go.